Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Can It Take a K26, the show where we take a variety of blasters and see if they can be upgraded using a K26 spring. And if not, what can they be upgraded with? I am your host, Captain Xavier, and today we're going to be looking at two of the blasters from Hasbro's new Nerf Rival Curve Shot line, starting with the Flex. The Flex was released in 2021 and is essentially a knockout with some features added and some features removed. So the added feature is that the muzzle can be rotated and locked into place at 4 different positions. You've got straight up and down, slightly to the left, slightly to the right, and then down, which will allow you to hypothetically curve your shots. And obviously before you could simply tilt the blaster, but this allows you to reliably have it at the same angle every single time because you keep the blaster straight up and down and rotate the muzzle. That way you might be able to get some kind of reliability. I don't know how that's going to work. I'm curious about the stock performance. So we are going to fire stock ammunition through it. I'm also going to fire the HH Queen ammo, that super light ammo, and see what that does as far as the curve. What I'm really curious about is that curve. So it's gonna be interesting trying to figure out how to properly test and demonstrate that, but it should be fun. So, to the chronograph. Right, we will start with rival ammo. 96. 94. 93. 92. 92. Now for the HH Queen ammo. 90. 85. 75. 79. And finally, 89. Yeah, HH Queen, not good in springers. Much better in flywheel blasters, but we'll see what kind of a curve we get. To the range, or outside, or the field. Out. Alright, we're going to use this range rather than the woods, again, because I don't want to lose all my ammo. We are at a range of 25 feet right now. We're going to fire 2 straight and then 2 or 3 curved with both ammo types, and then we're going to move back to 50 and try it again and see what happens at that range. So here we go. Firing straight. Very nice. Oh, a little high. Now we will curve it to the left and see how much it deviates at this range. About a foot. Well, that one I managed to curve in. And that one's in the grass. So not a whole lot of curve at this range, which isn't surprising because we're at close range. Let's try it with the HH Queen ammunition and see how much variance we get then. So firing straight, barely able to reach. Pitiful, pitiful. Okay, now we'll try it curved, see what happens. Oh, good Lord. Okay, well that curved a lot. Yeah. A whole lot. But it's going maybe 25 feet and then just dropping out of the air. All right, let's go back to 50, see what happens back there. All right, now rival ammo at 50 feet. Can I hit anything? Well, I might have hit the barn. That's something. Oh, almost got it in. All right, now we try to curve it. Yeah, that's a good 6 feet curve at 50 feet. Fascinating. Consistent. It is, in fact, consistent. I will give it that. All right, let's try that HH Queen ammo. Firing straight. It's dropping about I don't know, 5-10 feet short of the target. Yeah, no. See how it curves, though. It shortened the range, but it's a good 10 feet to the left now. Oh, that just, ew. I feel dirty. It went like 8 feet. All right. We're gonna throw a K26 in this, or try anyway, and see what happens. Right, fascinating. Let's see if this thing can take a K26, or if not, what it can take, and what does that do to the performance? They have solvent welded the plunger tube cap on. Come on, Hasbro. A little bit of careful work with a screwdriver and I was able to pry those tabs free. Now, given that this is essentially a knockout clone, it is unlikely, in my opinion, that we're going to be able to get K26 in here. But we are gonna find out. Hey, we're in. Okay. By taking the rubber gasket off, the rubber plunger pad off the end, I was able to get a screwdriver in and unscrew that, kind of at an angle. I'll be willing to bet they've solvent welded this seam on, and so... Oh, it doesn't look like it did. Really? Could I have just... I could have just. Well, that's much easier. Okay, well, putting it on will be much simpler. So you can just get, that just comes apart. Lovely. All right, let's take a look. Yeah. K26 is going to be too small. It would have to be able to compress in around into the plunger head, and it's just not gonna. But K25 will. Question is, how much do I need? Do I have any? That's probably going to be too long. I did just... Oh, there it is. Aha. Better. Okay, this is the section that I had in my Meeker Mark 28. We'll see if it works any better here, or if we get the same unexpected results of less power with a heavier spring. A new feature from Hasbro. Apparently they now strip out the screw posts for you. There are at least 3 screws in here where they have completely, is that focusing, completely stripped out the screw post. All the material has just been torn out by the screws. So that's fun. That's a neat new feature. I'm excited about that. All right, I got it buttoned up. We're going to take it to the chronograph. But first, a word from our sponsor. Expression. It's weird. All right, let's see what the K25 has done to this thing for performance. 105. 106. 107. 107. 109. That is an improvement. Let's take a look with the HH Queen ammo. 105. 103. 92. 97. And 100. All right. It's going to be interesting to see what happens when we fire this outside. So here we go. All right, same as before. We're going to shoot 5 rounds at 25 feet, 2 straight, 3 curved. See what happens, and we'll move back to 50 and see what happens there. Firing both Nerf and HH Queen round. So let's take a look. Firing straight. Oh, very nice. Oh, a little high. All right, now we're gonna curve it and see what happens. That's kind of what I predicted. Yep, that is exactly what I expected. At 25 feet, it's traveling fast enough that the hop-up doesn't have time to curve it before it reaches the target. But I suspect at 50, that might not be the case. But let's see what happens with the HH Queen ammo. First firing straight. That was pitiful. Yeah. One barely made it, the other curved up. Let's try the sideways now. It's weird. It's going down and then in. Or it's going right and then curving left, because I'm firing straight, but it's coming out, going around, and then curving. And that is wacky. Make it hard to dodge, because you can't tell where it's going to go. Yeah. All right. Let's take it back to the 50, see what happens. All right, now from 50 with the stock rival ammo, we'll see what we can get. Oh, we can get down and to the left is what we can get. No good. All right, let's try the curve. Aiming straight. About 5-6 feet to the left. The same. A little bit less that time, but it is fairly consistent. With enough practice, you might be able to learn to hit something with that curve. All right, let's try that HH Queen ammo. All right, firing straight. Oof, it just took a nosedive. Same. All right, let's try it curved and see where it goes. Huh. Yeah, it's coming out and then curving back, but it's coming way short. That is wacky. It veers out about a foot and then curves that way. And not as consistently. It's the ammo. All right, let's talk about it. Right, well, that was a no for K26, but yes to K25, as expected. Got the numbers up above the hundreds, not too bad. The hop-up one just firing normally wasn't terrible. Even at 50 feet, it was still firing fairly straight. The curve was significant at 50 feet for sure, and but still fairly regular. I can't imagine why you would ever actually do that unless you were actually trying to shoot around, you know, a corner, but with enough practice you might be able to get good at it on the same range where you always know what the conditions are going to be. You might be able to make some use of it, but in general, it's a gimmick. It is a fun one, though. One quick note, though, one thing I did notice that I do like about the way this one is designed as compared to the Knockout is because it has the priming handle stick out, you can deprime the blaster, and that is actually kind of nice, especially if you were going to mod this to, say, take a magazine, which this would quite nicely. Being able to deprime something that has that much power, especially if you're going to take out the AR because you're going to do a breach, that would actually be really nice. So just wanted to throw that out there. I do like it. I like the shape, I like the color. It's neat. Right, on to the next contestant after these messages. All of the K26 used on this series was donated by Out of Darts. Check out his new website at outofdarts.com for all your Nerf modding needs. Our next contestant is the Sideswipe. The Sideswipe was also released in 2021 and does have the same barrel rotation feature, obviously, same locking locations, and it is also a really cool design. I very much like the ergonomics of these. Obviously, I like the color because it's me. They did make some effort to make it ambidextrous. The priming handle can simply screws in and can be screwed out and put into either side. However, the loading port is on the left side of the blaster, so it obviously favors a right-handed shooter tilting it and pulling that back. Though if you're left-handed, you can do it. This can also do it. It's just a little bit more awkward, so it's not too bad. The safety is ambidextrous. It does just have a regular trigger safety. It has a fairly short prime, and I find that nice given the design. It also has a fairly high capacity. This one will hold 12 rounds, thus XXI 1200. That's for the 2021, and that's for how many rounds it will hold. That is a decent capacity for the size of this blaster, honestly. So, yeah. Let's test this thing's stock performance, both in the chronograph and out in the range, and see what we get. All right, first with stock rival ammo. 89, 92, 81, 89, 90. Let's try the HH Queen. Didn't want to chamber that properly. 99. 106. 106. 99. 105. I don't know what's going on anymore. I don't know. Let's go see what it does. Alright, we're back out here. Let's see what happens firing straight with stock. Oh, that's got a little bit more hop up to it. There we go. Let's rotate it. Aiming straight, but with rotation. Oh, little, just... Oh, that one's still curved in. Neat. Oh, that one was a little high. Okay, we'll go straight for the HH Queen. Would ya? Nearly went over the shop. Alright, this is gonna be interesting. Aiming straight at the target. And I hit the corner of the shop up there. There's just no telling where they're gonna go. That almost bounced off of the garage into the net. That's amazing. All right, let's try 50. All right, we are here at 50 feet. We'll see if I can hit anything at all. First, firing straight with stock ammunition. I got it in. 2 for 2. All right, now we will curve it and see what happens. Firing straight, but with the curve. Interesting. Oh. All right, now with HH Queen ammo. Firing straight. If it had had the force, it'd have gone over the roof. Oh, that is hilarious. All right, now it's gonna get trippy. Yup. Yeah, they're landing way over there past the container. That's ridiculous and hilarious. All right, we're gonna try to throw a K26 in it and see what happens then. Well, that was fascinating. Let's see if we can upgrade it and what kind of effect that will have. Let's also find out how many of this blaster's screw ports are already stripped out. All right, well, we're in, and the internals seem very straightforward, and fortunately much nicer. Offset plunger rod, slightly. It's not bad, and it's solid. But it is still offset, so I mean, I doubt we're gonna get any flex there though. So, all right, let's see what we can put in this thing. Interestingly, the stock spring is shorter than the one in the flex. These are nice, beefy springs. I will be setting them aside and labeling them. We're gonna try K26 first. Though, I am dubious. Maybe? Maybe. Okay, there's a fair amount of room for compression, so that's good. So it's all the way forward. We can reach up to right about there. So we need about that much. All right. Let's see. Oh, we've got a little bit of pre-compression. Yep, a little bit of pre-compression. How much? About 1 ring's worth? I'm gonna leave it for now. If we can't get it to catch, then we'll come back in and try again. Alright, I managed to get the shell on. We'll just need to button it up. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Negotiation.
Yep. Alright, moment of truth. No, it's not so bad. Primes, catches. Let's take it to the chronograph. See what it does. Yeah, right. Let's see what kind of improvement K26 is giving this thing. 108. 107. 113. 112. And 112. Not bad, not bad. All right, let's take a look at that HH Queen round. 130. Oh, you were jammed. Get out of there, sir. 122. Oh, it's just jamming to high heaven today. Come on. Get out. There we go. 128. 105 and 141. Well, it's all over the place, as is expected. Let's go see what it does outside. I'm thinking it's going to be hilarious. I might end up hitting myself. That would be great. To the range. All right, you know the drill. 5 at 25, 5 at 50, 2 straight, 2, 3 curved. Let's see what we get. We're firing straight. Lovely. Oh, curve's a little high. All right, let's try at an angle. Oh, not a whole lot of curve. Oh, yeah. A little, but not a whole lot. Okay, now for HH Queen ammo, we can keep it from jamming, which we apparently cannot. Lord have mercy, that nearly cleared the upper left-hand corner of the shop. Come on. Oh, I can't wait to see what that does at 50. Yeah, that's fabulous. Let's take it back to 50. I want to see what happens. Probably gonna end up over the corner of the shop. Oh, it's gonna be great. All right, let's try it at 50. Firing straight. All right. Now we'll try curving it. Oh, something ain't right. There we go. There we got some curve. Yeah. All right. So the expected amount of deviation. Now for the fun stuff. I'm genuinely looking forward to seeing what this does. Okay, firing straight. Let's see if we clear the shop. Oh, not quite. We hit it in the upper corner. It's on the roof. All right, let's curve it and see where it goes. It can go anywhere. Oh! It's almost in the neighbor's yard. Oh, I hit the shipping container. I think it went inside the shipping container. I think it hit one of the locking mechanisms and bounced in. And we're on the we almost made it to the top of the shipping container. All right, well that stuff is hilarious. All right, let's go talk about it. That was a lot of fun. Firing the stock ammunition, it was what I expected it would be. Firing straight was still pretty good, even at 50 feet. Once you turned this side, things got a little bit wacky, which was, of course, the goal. Firing that super light HH Queen ammo was hilarious. The fact that I actually got around on the roof while firing parallel to the ground at 50 feet. That just amuses me to no end. And then the curved shots going a full 90 really was silly. With this heavier prime, it's a little bit tricky to get it to cycle all the time. And it was having some issues with feeding that I don't recall at the lower FPS, but the whole system is a little bit simpler than some of the previous ones, I think I would say. Once again, Hasbro, cost cutting and all that. Didn't have any stripped out screw posts on this one though, so it might have just been a fluke on that first one, but yeah, I like it. I really do like the form factor. This is one that I would be happy to run in a casual war, just because I like the shape, I like the color, and it's a fun little blaster. So, all right, let's recap. All right, for those of you just tuning in or who just skipped to the end to see the results, that was a no for the Flex, but yes to a K25, which did still get it up into the low 100s. And that was a yes for the Sideswipe. It was a lot of fun. Firing regular ammunition, they performed like you would expect any K26 or K25 rival blaster to perform. With the HH Queen ammo, it was just wacky, fun, and hilarious. So that's the results. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, do let me know down in the comment section, and let me know what blasters you'd like to see next, because I don't think I have anything currently lined up. I do have plenty of blasters I could still do, but I haven't actually decided which ones I'm going to do. So let me know what you'd like to see, and I will look into it. And as always, thank you guys for watching.